We can dance if you want to. We can leave your friends behind. Because your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, then they're no friends of mine.
Kill it with fire!
Hello, my lovely chat. How is everybody doing? Hello, hello. This'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it should be.
Hopefully we don't get any trolls that's complaining about TikTok captions in our chat. I love hitting a hornet's nest and calling people out on their stupidness. Don't you, Trippy?
Yeah, once in a while. I haven't really been doing that lately.
Especially when they're the type of person that says one thing and does the opposite.
Yeah.
It's fun. Anyways, why don't we get into the news? I don't know why I said that like that. That was cringe, even for me.
Alright. Yeah, you were pulling a Keemstar there.
I know! It was cringe! No. I thought I could do it better than him. I cringed.
It's okay, everybody's cringe.
Hey, thankfully no one's in chat to clip that shit.
They might be.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Oh no. Oh no. Anyways, article. Hello, Google. Let's apparently look at shoes because ads. What the fuck? Seriously, this ad's gonna take up most of the window. There we go. Activision. Our dear, beloved, lovely Activision. Just when we thought it wouldn't get more cringe, Trippy, it got more cringe.
Oh shit.
Activision Blizzard faces second lawsuit over first lawsuit.
Oh shit, really? They're getting their asses sued, huh?
A class action lawsuit filed today in the U.S. District Court of Central California on behalf of the investigators alleged that Activision Blizzard is intentionally failure to disclose its ongoing problems with sexual harassment and discrimination.
Jeez. Yeah, they want to try to hide that shit, probably.
Oh yeah, especially Activision's portion. Did you hear that the CEO of Blizzard stepped down? Notice the air quotes, stepped down.
Yeah. Of course they did.
Stepped down. Mm-hmm.
Left. Resigned. Got fired. Whatever, you know. They don't like it when you say you got fired anymore. You know?
No.
It's offensive. Got fired offensively.
Activision's stock prices have slowly declined since June 21st. Hold the phone. Anyways, didn't we check the stocks on our last stream and it had that spike upward?
I think so, yeah.
So I'm calling Voss's BS here. Of course, this is Vox.
Yeah.
Have been slowly going down since June 21st when the news broke. The company is being sued by the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing over the workplace culture, blabby, 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 blah, we all know. The suit was covered anyone who has traded in Activision securities between August 4th, 2016 and June 27th, 2021 seeks damage based on the defendant's violations of federal security laws by issuing a manual false and leading statement during the class action period. The suit not only names the corporation's entity, Activision Blizzard, as the defendant, but also its CEO, Bobby Kolex, CEO, Dennis Durkin, and former CFO, Spencer Newman. 3 elected who the suit states were instrumental in the spread of false information.
Jeez. So they're trying to hide it, trying to act like other people are lying, all that kind of shit.
Very, very much so, and it's bad. It really is. It's just when you think that this cannot get worse. Just when you think, it's like Activision goes, "Hey, hold my beer."
Yeah.
I mean, damn, that's all I have to say to this.
Yeah. I think Clownfish TV even covered them on YouTube. Yeah. I think they did a video on Activision too. Yeah. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it.
It's almost like anybody and everybody's talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm honestly glad I removed the Sylvanas from my screen name, to be honest, because I really don't want to be associated with anything to do with them.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Don't get me wrong, I am sitting next to 2 pictures of Lady Sylvanas, but they're old pictures. We're talking about, like, 2005.
Yeah. There you go.
You know, when Blizzard was Blizzard, before Activision got their hands into it.
Not really. I never really, played any of those games, so I don't know jack about it.
Well, you're more of a console gamer, where I'm more of a PC.
Yeah. Like, I played, wait, no, that's Ubisoft. I was thinking of Assassin's Creed.
Now,
It's
let's see
Ubisoft,
here. Activision for console, that would be COD, that would be Bandicoot.
Oh, yeah, I got Call of Duty, I think. I mean, I know, so I've played Call of Duty a few times.
God, Activision's mostly console. They merged with Blizzard for the PC platform, where Blizzard merged with Activision for their marketing.
Okay.
I still say it was a stupid mistake. I mean, let's go back in time and think about early 2007, 2008 time frame. You couldn't go anywhere without hearing about World of Warcraft.
Right. Seems like that's gone completely.
Right? You mentioned World of Warcraft and people's like, "What are you, old?"
Pretty much.
It's like, "Thank you for that information. Fuck off. Thank you. Fuck off."
Yeah.
Apparently my cat wants to join the stream.
I heard the little kitty.
Gizmo has missed the camera, apparently. And now he's in my face.
Yeah.
Silly black
Hey, your
kitten.
cat loves you.
He's my son's cat, but
Oh, the cat.
the little black goblin of judgment.
Yeah.
Name a black cat that's not a goblin of judgment.
I don't know. Even when Tabby was still around, she was like that too. She'd look at you all fucked up. Like
Black
she was judging you every move.
black cats are goblins of judgment. They just sit there watching and glaring and judging.
Yep.
But they're not bad luck. Far from. Unless you
Yeah,
trip over
exactly.
them. Going down the stairs.
True. Like Tabby used to run in front of you when he would go into the kitchen. She loved running in front of you, and of course, we don't keep lights on so much, so Tabby used to blend in. You go to walk into the kitchen and you hear meow, and you're like, "What the fuck was that? Like, why do you gotta get up on me like that, cat?"
The downstairs, we used to have black carpet when Gizmo was a kitten. So
Okay.
a lot of times he would blend in with the carpet, especially right after vacuuming. So he's kind of got a kink in his tail from either being stepped on or the door shut on him.
Ooh, yeah, we got dark brown carpeting, so it's no different when the lights are off. You know?
We
when it's
removed our black
darkish.
carpeting because one, black carpeting shows every little freaking dirt particle and was driving me up a wall. And two, it was starting to get dangerous for Gizmo.
Yeah.
So now I have bare cement floors down here.
Great. Yeah, well, whatever works.
I'd rather the cat be safe and not have to deal with my son crying because something happened to his cat.
Great.
But hey, let's stop with the sad, depressing stories and let's go into something more entertaining.
Yeah, it'd be helpful for me.
The way I said that was like as if I was just going to start doing OnlyFans shit or be a Twitch thought. You would be wrong.
Oh, be careful with the wording. Twitch don't like it when you call them thoughts.
Eh.
Twitch would be like, fuck you. I don't know, like, how they would do that, but yeah. Yeah.
Me. Anyways, I told you I'm in a weird mood.
Yeah, me too. I'm just not, like, feeling it tonight.
Well, I'm so hyper, and you're just gonna mellow me out. It's perfect, huh? We balance each other out.
Alright.
Now we just need the chat to join us.
Anybody out there?
Hello.
Ding dong.
It's me. Okay. Anyways, Casey woman plays lottery to pass the time after canceled flight. She won $1 million.
Wow. That's good.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
A canceled flight in Florida paid major dividends for Missouri woman who was returning home much richer. I'm gonna be a little biased right here. You live in misery. You got more money. Leave misery.
Yeah. I got buddies that live out in Missouri.
Yes.
And, yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. They don't really, like, trash it or nothing. They like it.
I have
never
a
been.
family farm in Kansas, so Missouri and Nebraska, there's kind of this whole love-hate thing, especially against the Cornhuskers.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not me calling it misery is for a whole different reason. Trying to drive through Missouri, going to Tennessee was fucking boring as shit. That was the worst state to go through. People's like, oh, Kansas is bad. Kansas is bad. You can make fun of Kansas for the fact they have one tree in the middle of fucking nowhere, and you don't know how that damn tree got there. And the fact that the tallest hill in there is only 50 feet.
Wow.
It is fun to make fun of Kansas all day. Now, Missouri is fucking boring. You either got a bunch of goddamn buildings that all look like cookie cutter buildings, all the fucking same, boring as shit, or you have a field of nothing, not even the tree.
Damn.
There's no in between. So, misery.
I had a buddy that was telling me that in some kind of law book out in the area of Missouri he's in, he said that it says that you can hang N-words from the tree in front of town hall or some shit.
Wow.
And he was like, they never took the law out of the book, dude. He goes, but they did cut the tree down. And I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, no, I'm not joking.
Colorado still has its hanging tree. And we still have the option to hang on the records until fucking Polis decided to end the death penalty.
Okay. Well, I guess it's a good thing. You can't be like, oh no, there's black people getting lynched. You know, it's better that... I guess that's not happening. I say I guess that's not happening because I'm not sure.
Well, who knows? I mean, there's a lot of people on the death penalty that's no longer getting the death penalty, so taxpayers are now paying for their life to live in prison.
Yeah.
Moving along. Angelina, I cannot fucking say that name to save my life. A 51-year-old woman from Kansas City won the top prize from the fastest road to $1 million scratch-off game. Her decision to buy a ticket came from her flight being canceled, according to the Florida Lottery. I had a feeling that something bizarre was going to happen after my flight was canceled, unexpectedly. Carvanella told the Florida Lottery, I bought a few scratch-off tickets to pass the time, just like that. I won $1 million.
Damn.
Like,
good for her, though. Shit.
I'm giving her this Valley Girl accent. I'm pretty sure she don't have that.
Dude. Yeah, she's a lucky lady.
Yeah. Cassana bought her $30 ticket from a Pick's grocery store in Branton, about 15 miles east of Tampa. The grocery store will receive $2,000 bonus for selling that ticket. The woman closed to the lump sum payment of $790,000. The lottery said the odds of winning the $1 million prize was 1 in 270,717.
Damn. So yeah, lucky woman.
She had a higher chance of being struck by lightning.
Yeah, that's usual with lotteries. This is like that lottery from the book, The Lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just damn.
Right, like I wish I could be that lucky one time. Just once.
Would be nice.
You notice how it's always somebody who's like older? Though?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's always somebody like in their 50s or 60s.
Yeah.
And it's like, why is it almost always that high of an age group? I don't know. I mean, it is $1 million, and they will tax the shit out of it.
Oh yeah. Like no tomorrow too.
Yep.
But yeah, it's always the rich one, the older people, or the ones that's already rich, or.
Yeah, like I've watched. There was a show for a while, and it was like how I lost my my lottery millions.
Mhm.
And I remember the one guy just like bought a farm and didn't know how to run a farm, but like just kind of hired a bunch of people to do it for him. And he ended up blowing all of his money before he even got half of it. And
Damn.
it was like he was spending something like $10 million a month or something, and he only won like $90 million.
Oof.
So yeah, he went right through the money and never really made a profit. It's like, well, that sounds dumb. You should get a money management professional, somebody to manage your shit for you.
Accountant.
That's the word.
Yeah. TikTok's the reason I can remember that word. And
Damn.
I know what a spicy accountant is too.
Yeah.
Oh, TikTok has ruined me.
Seems like it's doing that to a lot of people.
Well, in fairness, so has YouTube and Twitch and
Absolutely, and Twitter. It's like all the
4chan.
platforms.
4chan.
Yeah, I guess I don't even mess with those. I don't mess with forums. I don't know.
Well, let me be clear. Old school 4chan.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch this news. I tried to go log on to B once since 2020, and I'm not going back.
Right.
It's not the same. It's not the same. That's all I'm going to say. It's not the same.
I have no idea. Like I said, I don't mess with the forums and shit. Like I don't have that. I don't have shit. What is it? Not Instagram, but
I have an
something else.
Instagram. I have an Instagram.
remember the
I
name
have
of
a
it.
Snapchat. I have a TikTok, a YouTube, a Twitch, a Twitter. I don't have Facebook. Don't have Facebook.
I got one of those. I got a Facebook somewhere. I don't know where, but it's somewhere.
I don't have Gab. I don't have Minds. You could
Me
think
neither.
Scooby on that one.
I don't have half of that shit. I have a YouTube, a Twitter, I have an Instagram I don't use. Like I said, I got a Facebook somewhere.
I use Instagram for my art.
Yeah, there you go. That's the only time I've posted, really. I got a couple of pictures of me in there, but I don't really like it. You know?
In the words of Ranting Monkey, you gotta pretend to like it to actually like it. Fake it till you make it.
Nah, no thanks.
Also, in the words of Ranting Monkey, your life makes me sad.
Damn.
The ending of my 3 videos. Oh, the ending of my 3 videos. I wanted to say that so bad because I was doing Ranting Monkey's Dear Dumbass format. And at the end of his Dear Dumbass, he says, your life makes me sad. The only reason I didn't do that is I didn't want to permaban on TikTok.
Oh, okay. Bullying.
The dude that I'm responding to, one guy's opinion, he preaches about not reporting and how you shouldn't report people, but he was literally reporting every single deaf creator that was responding to him in a video.
Wow.
For hate speech.
Damn. That's so stupid. I don't usually report people unless they fucking deserve it.
Same.
There's some cases where people fucking deserve it.
There are some rare cases that people should also be deplatformed, but not when they're literally the setting president.
True. Oh, snap. Oh, snap.
We all know who I'm looking at. Hi, YouTube. Hi, Twitter.
Yeah, ban Joe Biden, too. It's only fair.
Right?
He keeps saying really false shit, but they just let him do it.
He doesn't even know what he's saying half of the time.
Right. I'd like to see him compose a tweet. That's it. I'd like to see Joe Biden try that shit. He'd be like,
I don't know who's running Biden's Twitter, but I'm pretty sure it's not Biden.
Absolutely not. You know, he would sit there and be like, what, nobody's going to write this for me?
But some of the stuff that's came out of that account, though, it's like, something's not right here.
Exactly. Well, I mean, anything he says, something's not right there.
If the media was actually doing their job and not pushing propaganda, I don't think Biden would have actually made it past the primaries.
Hell no. Did you see the video of Biden eating a booger?
Ew? No?
Nah, yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's sitting there and he's talking about something. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I think it's foreign affairs or some bullshit. And he's sitting there with the booger as soon as he sits down. And he's talking with the camera dude or whatever. And, or no, he's talking with Kamala Harris. And he blows his nose. And then, like 10 minutes later, while he's sitting there with a booger on his chin, he gets a little note handed to him that says, "Sir, there's something on your chin." And then he reaches up while, I guess they were supposed to have the camera on Kamala, or he thought so. Anyway, he reaches up and wipes his chin, and then he licks his hand. Yeah, I'm gonna send it to
you. just ew.
Yeah. He's a gross old man.
Oh.
It's not even just that. Like, there was that other thing where he called a black reporter the N-word.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. And on top of that, he's done other really racist things.
Yeah.
I mean, during the election time, he said, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. You're not black. You're not black.
Yeah,
really?
And like nobody I know believes that. It's like, I can show you the clip. And then I get that crap where they're like, no, everything on YouTube is fake.
That's why I give them the actual link to the whole thing, the camera thing.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. The original source. There it is.
Right. But I get that all the time. from family members and shit. They'll be like, "Oh no, the internet's fake." It's like, what in the fuck?
Okay,
They'll
so
win it with
if
that
the
kind of shit.
internet is fake, then everything that Trump said on Twitter doesn't count.
Mm-hmm. They don't listen to logic.
But the second you say that, it matters.
Yep. Usually.
In the words of Sinatra, rules for thee, but not for me.
Eh.
Hey,
said the words
since
of
we're
Aladdin.
on the topic, I have an article for you, Trip.
Okay. I got the odds.
I understand politics can be very boring, but just take that bang, just chug it down, and bear with this. The
Got
courts
it.
are destroying America's ability to fight the pandemic. I'm going to repeat that. The courts are destroying America's ability to fight pandemic.
Right.
Public health crisis requires a dynamic government that quick decisions GOP judges want to prevent that.
That's weird.
Damn pesky rights. Okay, for the record, this is another Vox article.
Yeah.
Imagine it.
Box.
It's spring 2020. Wisconsin's public health agencies had needed to get permission from the state's heavily garment GOP-controlled legislature before they could implement policies intended to prevent the spread of COVID-19. That you're setting a very Pacific narrative there, Vox.
Right.
Very Pacific. You a little sour? I bet you're a little sour. There might be some salt.
Yeah, most likely they are. Just go with a yes.
That's the sort of future that's wrapped of the recent court decision, including 2 hands down last Friday, could be setting the county up for one where the government is limited ability to fight this pandemic and any other that arises. Oh, those pesky rights.
Yeah.
Pesky rights. We gotta get rid of the rights. We gotta control everybody.
As long as I got the right to fart, you know.
No. I have to control when you can and cannot fart and when you can and cannot take a poo, Trippy poo.
Well, you'd be watching me all day.
Oh, wouldn't you like that?
Yeah, if it was Biden, I'd let him watch me all day. Keep him off the fucking... Keep him... It'd stop him from speaking publicly.
It'll save him from the children.
Save the children from him.
The first court decision written by Donald Trump, appointee to the United States Courts of Appeals on the Ninth Circuit, imposed the strict limits on California's ability to close down in person. Hold up.
Yep.
Did I read that right?
I'm not sure.
The first court decision written by Donald Trump's appointee to the United States Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit imposes the strict limits on California's ability to close down in-person instructions at private schools. So I did read that right. You know what?
Yeah, puts restrictions on them shutting shit down.
Didn't anybody else see how bad California was? Anybody?
Yeah, they fucked their shit up. They fucked their own state up.
Where's Cass Warfox when I need him? Where is that fox?
I don't know.
I need him. Damn it, Cass!
It doesn't seem like this stream got out there very well tonight.
No, it didn't. Oh well. It'll be up on YouTube.
Right.
As long as we're having fun, even though we're not talking to anybody. That's all that matters.
That's how it is. Sometimes Sometimes that's just how it goes.
Exactly.
Unless there's some like huge show happening tonight that we're not aware of.
That is
I
a
don't know.
possibility. I mean, I don't have any of my regulars. I don't see Ghost Dog. I don't see Death Harukin, also known as Mask. Yeah, I don't see any of my regulars.
Yeah,
Anyways,
this is a weird night.
it is.
It's a weird ass night.
Hey, you even forgot the stream. Maybe everybody did. And you're part of the stream, and you forgot it.
I'm just tired tonight. Like, ugh. I didn't want to do nothing.
In all fairness, your sleep schedule has been all sorts of fucked up.
Oh yeah.
One night you're going to bed at 1, the next night you're going to bed at 5, the next night you're going to bed at 9.
Yeah, kind of. Except for the 9 thing.
Well, okay, 9, 10, 11 my time. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I know last night
there's 2
was
hours.
alright. I've been trying to find or not trying to find, but I've been like just looking up shit about the movies, the Halloween franchise, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I know that there's a novelization of the movie. And I don't know, I've always wanted to at least hear the fucking audiobook or something.
Yeah.
But I can't seem to find what I think I remember watching, you know? Like I thought years ago that I had found one on YouTube, but I can't find it again.
Yeah.
And like I found a robot reading the book. That's not something I want to listen to all night. But that's what I listen to. You know what I mean? Like I watch shit on horror movies before I go to bed.
Mm.
Or while laying down trying to sleep. And it seems to work. Puts a little story in my head. And hell, like I said, I had weird dreams last night. It's just weird ones.
Well, you're kind of falling asleep to horror, so...
Yeah, but it had nothing to do with horror. Like, let me be point of view Michael
Okay.
Myers
Okay,
for a night.
here. Do we want to dissect your dream or finish the article?
We can finish.
Oh, I want to dissect the dream. Okay.
We can do that too. I don't care.
Where was I?
I don't care if we talk about the dream.
I don't care
Up to you.
either. I'm letting you choose. I'm just the puppet that does the reading.
Well, you started the stream, so it's your stream.
It's your stream too, so...
All of that.
Well, you realize I can sign and you're paying attention to a game, so you wouldn't know what I'm saying.
True. My mom would have an idea. She used to know ASL, but I don't know how much. You know, she's out of practice, so I don't know how much she still remembers.
You run the mommy because the mean lady's talking in a different language.
That's what I always do. You know that.
Yeah. Why do you think I'm picking on you? It's no different. I run to you with the hearing people.
Well, hey, it's just a film theory.
How many YouTubers are we going to steal stuff from in the stream?
I don't know all of them.
That's a lot.
PewDiePie. PewDiePie. PewDiePie.
I have completely lost track of where. Hi, it's a. Hey, it's B. I know sign language.
Hey, B token.
Nice. Flipspur, just kidding. Oh, really now? Really now? I see you. I see you.
You're in a giggly mood tonight. It's fun.
I'm hyper.
It wakes me up and helps me out, not being so humdrum tonight.
Maybe
So, go
that's
ahead.
why you used to always talk to me at night before we stopped talking.
Yeah, because my brain just gets all. Bleh.
I don't remember where I was in the article.
Uh,
I can sum up. Vox throws bitchy fit because Wisconsin says rights are more important than pandemic stuff.
there you go.
Damn pesky rights.
You don't want to take them all away and turn this into a communist country. That's really what they're trying to head us for. You know?
It is.
But they're trying to aim us at all that Marxism bullshit.
Yeah, Marxism doesn't work, and everybody that knows it. In the words of one of my old viewers, Cryptic, he said, those that fight for communism never starved at the hands of it.
Right. Because they have no idea what it's like to actually live in that shit. And I don't either, but I learned enough in school. And it's like, this shit, it just doesn't work. And they're like, this because nobody's done it right.
Because nobody
like,
can
no.
do it right. On paper, communism is fucking perfect. On paper. But there's a problem. There's a huge problem. The human element.
Yeah, it's like, where do you get all the shit that started off with? You basically need to start off with a bunch of millionaires.
No, what you need to do is, in order for it to actually work right, the people at the top needs to be willing to get the same things as the people at the bottom. But the problem is the people on the top actually wants more. Because greed.
Yeah.
Greed, power, you know,
Sure.
that sticky stuff. Like I said, the human element, you have free will, so people will do what people want. They're not robots. Then you have, on top of that, the seven lovely deadly sins, which corrupts the human element also.
Mm-hmm.
Because of these things, communism will never work. Humans are not robots.
No, hell no. Hell no.
And we are not a capitalist like people claim we are. We're actually a mixture between communism and capitalism with a nice balance of the two.
Yep. I mean, we could be.
We could be one
They
or
just
the
want to
other.
make it all one way, though.
It's always my way or the highway.
Yeah. And that's why most people think there's only, like, 2 choices for president most of the time. It's like, well, there's more people running, but they never get a backing. Because the, media rather just go Democrat or... Well, I don't think the media has ever gone full Republican.
No. God, remember back when we were for initial talking before shit hit the fan, the election that was going on, and I was pushing for Johnson?
All right.
You remember how everybody's like, oh, you're just giving the other person the vote, you're just giving the other person a vote, that's just a waste of a vote, you might as well not vote.
That's what they claim. But I would love to see it if we got, like, some alternative to Democrat or Republican for president. Just once. It might as well happen.
Thing is Johnson had enough of the popular vote before the election to be amongst the lovely debates, but the nice, lovely left-leaning news, ABC, Disney, didn't want Johnson to outshine Hillary.
It could be a fucking matte black car and outshine Hillary.
Now remember, if you have secrets on Hillary, you keep it to yourself or you're just going to be committing suicide.
That's basically it.
It's just all of it's like, what the fuck, really?
Mm-hmm.
It makes no sense to me. I do not like that.
That episode of South Park was just on last night, where Mr. Garrison's going up against Hillary.
I love that episode.
And they tell her, no matter what he says, just say my opponent is a liar. Like, and a con artist or whatever. And,
Yeah.
Every fucking thing he says, poor guy.
Uh,
He's like, no, vote for her. And she's like, he's a liar and a con artist. And he's like, no, really? I'm giving this to you. And she's like, he is a liar? It's just great. Mr. Garrison was trying to throw the election and she's just letting him win.
Yeah. So, 2 choices. Britney Spears or say yes to the dress.
Let's go with Spears, I guess.
Okay. Poor Spears. Seriously, that whole situation.
Leave Britney alone.
That whole situation, though, I knew it was dark, but damn, the more she speaks out against it.
Yeah.
Her dad.
Wasn't it like her parents like took her money?
Her dad is the conservator over her. He tells her literally everything to do. He owns rights to all of her properties, all of her body autonomy, and all of her money.
Damn.
It's bad.
Right.
She is forced to have an IUD against her will. She cannot take the IUD out, no matter what.
So she can't get pregnant.
Yes. But the thing is also with IUDs, it can go down the exact same path as a Sure.
As a what?
A Sure. I love how the fucking captions is like, we're not going to talk about the bear stuff. We're not doing that. All bow to my Big Daddy Bear. Esher is a birth control device that was a tubal ligation without having the surgery.
Okay.
It's now off the market, thankfully, but it's the reason why I had a hysterectomy.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
It's also why I have sciatica and other health issues.
Damn.
Yeah, not something to mess with, and IUDs have the potential to do the exact same. Where sure it wasn't a matter of if, it's a matter of when. With IUDs, it's a matter of if.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I think I know like 2 women who had to remove their own damn IUD, or is it 2 of them? I don't remember if it's 2 or 1. But they had to like pull out their own fucking IUD.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm absolutely sure of that, even though I don't have a vagina.
But I'm pretty sure if she was to try and pull out her own IUD, her dad would know, because I'm pretty sure he's having that shit checked by doctors.
Probably got a tracking bug in her.
Wouldn't be surprised. Britney Spears' personal conservator fights back after Jamie Spears alleges singer is mentally sick and needs a psychiatric hold, also known as an M1 hold or a 5150.
Damn.
I'm betting
That's not right.
I'm betting he's wanting Britney to be on an M1 hold because of her speaking out on the shit.
Probably.
That's what I'm betting. Jamie Spears says Britney's personal conservator Jody Montgomery told him that his daughter is mentally sick and wants to place her on a 5150 psychiatric hold, also known as an M1 hold amongst those that are in the medical field, which I know some of you viewers are. Now, in a statement obtained by Verity, whatever this article is from, Montgomery is pushing back on Mr. Spears' claims and once again asked him to step down from his daughter's conservatorship.
Damn.
That's actually somebody fighting for Britney.
Right.
That's actually surprising, seeing somebody from that has power fighting for Britney.
Yeah, exactly.
Mrs. Montgomery implores Mr. Spears to stop the attacks. Montgomery's statement said in part, it does not look, it only does harm. We all need to focus on one thing and one thing only, and that's the health and well-being and the best interests of Britney Spears. Spears' father is the conservator of her estate, meaning all finances and decisions, while Montgomery is the singer's conservator of her personal maintaining of all personal and medical decisions. Well, it's good that Spears' father is not with the personal shit anymore.
Right.
But he's still controlling her singing career, her money, her home.
Yeah. Heard about parts of this. Not aware of the whole thing though.
It's dark.
I
Not
remember when
Activision
Amanda
dark.
Bynes. Yeah. I remember when Amanda Bynes was acting all insane,
I remember that.
talking about her dad doing something.
Mm.
I don't remember what. Something about her dad putting a tracking device in her, I think. And how she wanted to kill her parents or whatever.
I
She
feel
had dreams of it.
I feel so sorry for a lot of these women that are stars and end up in these conservatorships. I've been looking more and more into it as the Britney Spears stuff has been going on, because certain things just it didn't add up. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. It makes sense.
It almost seems as if that the original person that caused the conservatorship for Britney is running these conservator scams for the family members of the said star, because the said star doesn't want to lose the capability of getting money. And these stars are usually the ones that start off as a star as a child, like
Right.
Olsen twins.
Yeah. Britney Spears, Olsen Twins, Amanda Bynes. There's a bunch more.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was doing today. I watched the Jackson 5 American Dream with Mom, and it's a 4-hour miniseries. I didn't realize. I bought it for her. I bought it on Amazon, and yeah, it came the other day, and I was like, whenever you want to watch it, shit. I hadn't seen it in years. Mom watches it every time it's on TV. It's one of her favorite movies. So I was like, I better buy this for her while I got some money.
Speaking of your mom, instead of finishing the Britney Spears article, I have a better idea.
Was that?
There's this story that you like telling that happened at a grocery store
Oh, which one?
with the dude and the backup and
Oh yeah, when we were getting a money order,
yeah.
and yeah, me and Mom at the store. That was last week Tuesday, and yeah, we go in the store to get the money order, and the guy in the back of the line is this big fat black dude. So we stand behind him, and what's really funny is this detail I left out last time I was talking about it. When we walked up, to get behind him, right, he was on his cell phone, and he hung up the cell phone. He was like, I'll call you back. I got something I got to do." So it's almost like he was planning on this shit. I don't put it past anybody, but
So he wanted to fight.
seems like it. Really seems like it. And yeah, we get behind him, and he's, "Hey, you want to move the fuck back?" I swear that's what he said. And so we step back a couple steps or whatever, and he looks back again as soon as Mom says something to me, and he's like, "What'd you say?" And my mom was like, "I'm talking to my son." He was like, "You ain't gotta be all upset about it." And she's like, "I'm not fucking upset." Well, she didn't say fucking. She's like, "I'm not upset." Or whatever. And dude's like, "I just want you guys to be at least 6 feet back." And he's wearing his face mask. It's like, dude, you're safe. You got your face mask on. Mom was about to tell him that she's vaccinated, which she is. I don't happen to be. I'm scared of the vaccine. I'm a type 1 diabetic, right? And then lately, I got a blood clot while I was in the hospital, so I really don't I really don't feel like this vaccine seems very safe for me at the moment.
That you're right. You have every decision to do that, and I will fight for that.
I would too. Fight tooth and nail. But yeah, dude got all up in arms because we weren't far enough fucking back for him, I guess. And it's like, dude, you're wearing your mask. You got one unvaccinated person that barely leaves the house, and one vaccinated person, but you don't know that, behind you in line. But we both happen to be white. So I'm thinking that's what his actual problem was. I really do think that's what his real problem was. So it's like,
He could be amongst one of those people that thinks 6 feet is actually 20 and doesn't understand what 6 feet actually is.
seems like it. Big fat motherfucker. And anyways, it went like, what was that? Is it the cat? I heard a noise.
I'm too deaf to know what noises are.
I don't have a cat, so I was asking if it was your cat. I think I heard your chair.
Like I said, I'm too deaf to know.
Yeah. I mean, like, he's wanting to start all this shit, right? And eventually, like, he fucking turned around to look at us like 3 times to say something. And around the 3rd time that he did it, I was like, we don't need to start shit now, do we? And dude just goes, all right, well, you know what? Why don't you all just go right ahead of me? And it's like, what the fuck? Okay. I'm just guessing that he realized he was in the wrong. But I swear, my favorite part about that Tuesday was when me and Ma walked out to the car. There was this other person who apparently witnessed what happened, right? And he's out there getting into his car with his son in the car, and I think that he wanted to like show his son an example of something. I don't really know of what, but dude stops me and Mom, and he's like, "Excuse me," and he's like, "Excuse me, man. I just want you to know that when that was happening in the store there, if that man would have said one more thing to you, I was gonna jump in." And I'm like,
No, you weren't.
okay,
No, you weren't.
like, no, definitely not. But he's like, you got to respect your elders. And he looks at me and he's like, young man, you know this, right? You must respect your elders. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Thinking, young man, I'm 3.
Well, medically speaking, you're still considered a young adult.
Yeah, but he couldn't have been more than like 50 himself. Or like 45, maybe. It's like, man, watch who you're calling young man when you're probably not that old yourself.
I'm so sick and tired of people in their 40s going, oh, I'm so old, I'm a senior citizen. No, you're not. You're middle-aged. Shut up.
Right. But, I had Mom cracking up, though, when we got back home, because I was like, we get out of the car, and Mom's like, let's get this stuff out of the trunk, because we had gone to a different store and shopped before we went to go get the money order. And I was like, hey, Mom, guess what? I'm almost going to help. And she just busts out laughing. I'm like, you got one more bag? One more bag than what you got? I'm going to end up having to help. You know, I'm going to jump in. And Mom's just cracking the fuck up. I was saying that while we're carrying bags in. It's like, just one more, and I'll help.
It's just one more step. I'll take it. Just one more.
I was like, Mom, I'm so glad that guy told us that he almost helped us. It's nice. It's so nice of you to almost do something. So proud of almost doing something that he had to come up to us and tell us about it.
No, what it was, and this is because I'm psychoanalyzing the situation. He was feeling guilt for not saying anything, and he wanted to show his son that the right thing to do in a situation like that when things are getting bad is to make sure you help and then let everybody know that you are going to help them if they need a bees.
And then people up at that store, though, must think that I'm fucking nuts.
Well,
that isn't the first time. Huh?
Well, aren't you?
A little bit. That isn't the first time, though, that I've gotten into, like, a little argument. I think the other one was a little worse. Because it was this, there's this fat blonde lady who, I mean, she wasn't that damn old, but I'd have called her old just because of, you know.
Oh, so you're typical Karen.
Basically, yes. And she pulled a Karen, too. Like, this is before the pandemic and shit. It was like 2017, 2018.
So before Karen was Karen.
Yeah. And she's proto-Karen. We were at the store. We're in line with all of our groceries. And Mom was ahead of me in line. And the lady ahead of us is putting her credit card information in to the little standy thingy.
Mm-hmm.
And Mom's giving her plenty of room. You know, you stand back. You don't get up on somebody's ass.
Yeah.
And the lady's going to turn to my mom and go, excuse me, I don't have enough room. So Mom steps back, you know, being nice. Mm-hmm. And the lady's like, excuse me, I said I don't have enough room. And Mom's like, excuse me, but there's a shopping cart behind me and you're in a line. Where do you expect me to go? And the lady's like, oh, how rude. And like out of my mouth comes, shut up, you fat hooker. And I'm just like, whoops. Like I said that out loud in her eyes because she had glanced at me. And she's like, oh my God, I never. And I go, well, maybe you should. And she's like, I'm gonna call the police. And I said, go ahead and make a false police report. And it was getting heated. And the fucking the one dude, because I had a job at that store, like the prior year, and the one guy that I had worked with a whole bunch, he like comes up and stands in between me and the lady, and he's like, dude, it's not worth it. You should probably get real quiet. He's like, just don't say anything else. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck what this bitch thinks. She's gonna call the cops. And he's like snickering. He's like, dude, shush, okay, shush. He's like, just calm down. And like, I just stopped talking. I'm like, fine, I'm done. And by this time, the lady still has to put her fucking code in for her credit card. She still hasn't done it because I don't have enough room. But yeah, eventually she did, and she left that store in a fucking hurry.
Ghost Dog!
Hey, Ghost Dog.
Why
I
are
had to
you
say
a
hi to
bunny?
D2.
Why am I a bunny? I'm playing around with Snapcam because I don't know what I want to be.
Yes. She's
I'm a bunny.
she's transitioning
Yes, I am a bunny.
into different things using filters. Yay!
I could be a creepy deer.
Yeah, that kind of thing though happens around here a lot, and I witness it way too often. Like little spats. Like I was at this church up here at one point, and there's this guy around here who, well, he says that he's trans, but he's got to be at least 60, 65. And he was at the church, and like for whatever reason they needed his information, and he's like, my name is I don't know, some lady name. I'll say Michelle for now. And he was telling the lady at the church, he's like, my name's Michelle, and she was like, well, on your birth certificate it says Robert, so we're going to call you Robert until that changes, okay? And he was like, but could you just call me Michelle? And she was like, no, I can't. This is very, how did she put it? She didn't say it was like legal or whatever. She was like, this has to do with birth certificates, and your name is not different on your birth certificate. So when that changes, I will be more than happy to call you Michelle. And he was like, yeah, but you could just do it like out of the goodness of your heart. And she was like, well, I see on your birth certificate it says Robert, so I'm gonna stick with that. I felt bad for her because she's like in a spot, I felt bad for her, not so much for him, to be honest, because he seems like one of those trans trenders.
Ghost Dog. She's became cross species, then the next big thing. Oh God.
Like, I've seen that guy around here though for a long time, right? Michelle or whatever the fuck. And like shit, I know like part of his backstory. Which is weirdly funny. But I overheard him saying it, and I can't remember when. Like, because he goes to the same restaurant that I do a lot, or that I did a lot. Haven't really been to restaurants since the hospital.
I'm an anime character.
But what was he saying? He was saying that he started his transition after his mother passed. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? You had to wait like 60 years? Basically, he's Bruce Jenner.
Oh.
But yeah, this old ass motherfucker walking around here in pink skirts and shit.
Okay, I understand the whole name thing because my birth name, what's on my birth certificate, is different than the name I go by.
Yeah.
So I get that. But at the same time, when it comes to certain things like legal things, may it be your driver's license, your birth certificate, social security, so forth, such, it's your legal name.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a nickname.
My legal name's Trippy Poop. That's just a legal name.
Uh-huh.
My other one is Mike, so it's like Mike. Everybody wants to be like Mike. Yeah.
Mike is such a common name, and the funny thing is with my name being Mickey, you got two M's, M&M stream. We could do two clowns in a cup again.
My mom knows somebody named Mickey, and then I believe somebody else named Minnie. And I was one day I was like, "Are you trying to get like a cartoon friend zone or friend group. She's like, what? I'm like, you got Mickey, you got Minnie. Any of them have a dog named Pluto? And then one day she was like, Minnie was being goofy, and I'm like, what the hell? And Mom said, what? I'm like, she was trying to be another cartoon character. And she's like, what? And I'm like, never mind.
Well, in fairness, some things do go over your mom's head. She is sweet as pie. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
She is sweet as pie. I love that woman to death. But some things do
whooped
go
somebody's
over.
ass.
Yeah, that woman does terrify me.
She told Pinoy to get his shit clipped. He was talking about how many kids he had, I guess, when they were on the phone when I was in the hospital. It's like, man, she really talked to a strange group. Like, she didn't really talk to the people that are the closest with me, you know, online.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of got a weird mixed bag.
Yeah.
She got most of the good ones. And I guess somebody, I don't know who did it, but I guess somebody told her they have a face tattoo, and I don't know who that would be.
I have no idea.
And I'm like, I don't think any of the people that she told me she talked to have a face tattoo. At least, you know, I wouldn't really know with certain people because, like, gaming never goes on camera.
Yeah.
So maybe he's got a couple or one or two. I don't know. But, like, she talked to him. She talked to Mad Metal Man. And I'm like, you talked to Mad Metal Man? I don't even think I have his number. Like, I might.
I was harassing Pickle like daily on information about you.
He didn't know anything, sadly. I was dead, basically. I was dead of the world for 3 days, so.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know. I don't have any news. What? I'll let you know every day. I'm like, any news? Is Trippy still alive?
Yeah, when I woke up in the hospital, I didn't even feel like I had been sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I felt like I woke up after, like, a 2-minute nap. Like, I was fucking still tired, but they had me on all those drugs.
Well, you did have a seizure. You did hit your head, which did cause a head fracture.
I hit my face.
Still part of your head!
Well, it's part of my head, but it didn't fracture my skull enough.
Yeah,
I think that's impossible for me. My skull's hit a lot of hard shit. But,
please do
I
not
fractured my
tempt fate.
nose. I fractured my nose and my eye socket.
Yeah, well,
Which
you're
is weird.
lucky, and I will admit this, you are fucking lucky. You could have actually hit your skull, cracked it open, and ended up like every other statistic that's done that, and be 6 feet under.
Usually if I hit my head on something, I break whatever I hit it on. So that's why I'm saying, like, I think it might be impossible for me. Like, one time, I jumped off the, alright, I was washing the ceiling at my old house, in the kitchen, and it had, like, a staircase that led to the basement with a little, I guess, like a, kind of a counter space, you know, running along the top of the staircase.
Mm-hmm.
And I was standing on the counter thing, washing off the ceiling, and I go to get down, and, like, I think I was, like, 16 or 15, and, my buddy was like, you gonna get that? You gonna be okay getting down? I was like, sure, I'll just hop onto the landing. Forgetting that, you know, the staircase's landing was like 4 steps down further than it would have been to just hop onto the kitchen floor. And so I jump down to the landing and I stumble and my head goes into the wall. I mean, like, not all the way into the wall. Like, I left like maybe like a silver dollar sized hole in the wall.
You lead with your head.
Yeah. And my stepdad got really pissed off. And it was, my fucking wall, man. My fucking wall. And everybody else in the house is like, but Mike just hit his head. You're not going to ask him if he's okay? He didn't say I don't care, but he might as well, because he just goes, well, my fucking wall's all messed up. It was a tiny hole.
But Mike
even
might
told
have died.
I even told him, I'm like, why don't you just get the spackle and shit, and then I'll fix it, since it's such a bother. And I mean, it was a small hole. It could have been much larger. But I'm pretty sure there was a beam right there. So, kind of saved the wall. Well, my head was a little bit sore, but nowhere near as bad as it should have been. It's kind of like, Shit, what else have I hit my head on? Like when I was on the bus
I'm
going to
not-
Arizona.
I'm not going to be rude to your mom. Godford knows this. But you should ask her if you were dropped on your head.
I fell off of a bed when I was a little boy. Like, I think I was not quite an infant, but a toddler.
My son's
Maybe an
done that a
infant.
few times.
I fell onto a concrete floor head first.
My son, my mother-in-law at the time was watching him. He was on the top bunk of a normal bunk bed and fell off head first straight to the cement floor. He
Yeah, I
was
wasn't on
about
the
2
top
years
bunk.
floor. He was about 2 or 3 years old at the time.
I was on one of those old beds with like the wooden frame that are relatively high off the ground.
Mm-hmm. My daughter
But yeah,
had
I
one.
fell head first. I guess I hit the ground, started crying. Mom came in there and picked me up, and then I stopped crying. She was like, "What the fuck?" I just have a very hard head. Not only that, when I was like 10 or 9, 8, somewhere in there, we were at the school, and like our school at the time had a 2-floor gym,
Uh-huh.
and like the top floor was a linoleum floor with it was like, I don't really remember what they did up there. I think that's where like the cheerleaders practiced or whatever the fuck. And they had chin-up bars up there, and I, being a dumbass, treated the chin-up bar like it was a jungle gym, and I went upside down on it, and then I fell right onto the top of my head. I mean, I like let go with my legs because I was hanging upside down from it, and I just smashed my head right into the floor. And I remember our neighbor being there. Weird enough, I think she was there with my sister to pick me up. And yeah, my neighbor was like kissing my head and shit. She's like, "Are you okay, you poor baby?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. What happened?" She's like, "You fell on the floor and hit your head." It's like, I'm fine. And I think like a week later, I was leaving the school, and they had the little fences closed for the school buses.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided to like hop over it like an idiot, and I fell right on my head on the asphalt. Same spot, right on the top of my skull, like right, I don't know where the point is,
Yeah.
I mean, it's flat now, but
I
Got
am
flattened out.
very, very curious on a active CT scan on you. I really want to know how
comes back normal.
your brain waves are going.
They come back normal. Not even abnormal, just regular as hell. And it's like, wow, I
No
have skull
concussion
brain.
drama? No
Nope.
concussion drama at all.
No.
You have a helmet for a skull.
I do. Well, hell, when I was with my ex, sometimes we'd lean in for a kiss and we'd, bump foreheads,
Mm-hmm.
and she'd complain that she had a migraine the rest of the day. Me, I'd be like, "What was that? Like, we hit heads, but I don't feel anything." Like, yes, I feel it, but it never felt like it was that hard. And she's like, "I got a migraine. Oh my god, ow, 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 ow." But then again, I kind of tend to think that her migraines were just normal headaches.
Most people, that's what it is. Most people do not know what a migraine is.
I've had a couple. I think I've had like 4 in my life, and if I get a migraine, I can't even look at a TV.
That's a typical migraine, as well as sensitivity to sound and light.
Yep.
That's
It's like I can't even look at a screen, but she would go and play on our computer while having a supposed migraine.
That's a typical headache. Most people, the best way I could tell if somebody's ever had a migraine or not is when I make the comment, "I am severely deaf to profound deaf. Unless I am having a migraine, then I am moderately to severe." And people's like, "Oh, that's not a thing. You have never had a migraine then before."
I don't really get the sound thing. Like, well, actually, it's hard to remember. I haven't had a migraine in a very long time. But, I don't know. Maybe this has something to do with it, though. At one point, I got a brain scan, and the nurse or whatever, I don't know if it was a doctor or a nurse, But she comes into my room and she was like, well, we found out something that you may not have known about yourself. And I'm like, all right, well, what is that? And she goes, your brain sits further down in your skull than is what's considered normal. And I'm like, okay. And she was like, well, it can lead to severe headaches and dizzy spells and this and that and the other. And I'm like, I've never had any of that. And she's like, oh, well, yeah, some people just don't get it. And then when I was at the neurologist, my mom actually brought that up, and he said the name of it, and he goes, that's pretty normal, to be honest. He was like, we just didn't realize how common it was at a certain point in the past. So some people were taught one thing and some were taught another. I'm like, oh, yeah, I didn't think it was that big a deal. My brain's just, it's lazy. It's, got bad posture.
Like you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suffer from chronic migraines. I also suffer from cluster headaches.
Ooh. That sounds awful.
What's awful is when the cluster headache and the migraine decides it wants to be friends.
Oh, jeez.
I just want to die.
I would imagine so. But yeah, my ex, every time she had a headache, it was a migraine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, why are you still watching TV? And you got your laptop on. And the fucking TV's on like 20 or 30. It's like super loud. So maybe you don't have a migraine. Maybe it's just a regular ass headache. Or it was an excuse.
Most people, it's just a normal headache. They don't know what a migraine is. The average person that says they have a migraine does not know what a migraine is. Migraines are normally, for normal people, very rare. There are certain people, lucky like me, who have all sorts of different headaches and chronic migraines.
Yeah, she used to claim that she had some kind of common migraines, but it was interesting to me because every doctor that ever looked at her never told her that she should take a certain med for it or anything like that. She would just go buy Excedrin.
Although,
like, yeah.
Yes, Excedrin is good. Don't get me wrong. Does help with migraines to some extent. But there's some things that's like,
Yeah. That's how it was with her. Like I said, every time she got the mildest little bump to the head, oh, I got a migraine. It's like, are you sure? I had asked her a few times too. I'm like, are you absolutely sure you have a migraine? Yes, I'm sure. You don't know what it feels like. I'm like, I do actually know what a migraine feels like. I don't think that was a migraine. It's like, I think I had one when I was like 13. That was my first migraine, and all I did the whole day was lay in my room with a blanket over my eyes. And maybe I did have some sensitivity to sound. I'm not really sure. Like, I, for some reason, can't remember. You know?
yeah.
It must be all the brain wax. But I do remember just laying in the bed with a blanket, like covering just my eyes.
Yeah.
And I think Mom had asked me earlier that day, she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, my head hurts so bad. And she's like, well, go in your room and watch TV. And I'm like, I can't even look at the screen. It feels like somebody's dragging a rake across my skull.
That is an interesting way of explaining a migraine.
Ah, yes. But it was like, even just opening my eyes, my head would hurt.
Mm. Now, the way you're describing all of this is, yes, you had sensitivity to sound.
Ah, okay.
But
I know I had sensitivity to light.
Yes, sensitivity.
Oh, buddy. Yeah.
Sensitivity to light, sound, and the best way I've been able to describe it, but yours is very interesting, is a gnome trying to drill through your head.
Oh yeah, that would do it too. It just hurts so fucking bad. It's kind of just hard to put it in words.
It is.
And it's like you don't want to like clench your teeth even. You don't want to do nothing.
You don't want to
just
exist.
Want to hide.
Existing hurts with a migraine.
Mm-hmm.
Before...
one of the times my stepdad gave me a Vicodin because he had just had a tooth surgery.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might have been the same time because mom had to go to work or something. And my stepdad was like, "You still got your headache?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he was like, "I bought a Vicodin." And I was like, "Really?"
Hi, Otika, and no, I'm not repainting the wall. You can do that later.
I go, "Really? Isn't that for your tooth?" And he's like, "Oh no, it's just a pain medication, man." He goes, "If you want, I'll cut it in half for you." And he went and cut Vicodin in half and gave it to me.
I have Oxy next to me for. I hate opioids. I hate how they make me feel. I hate everything. I hate them. But there does come a time when pain is just too much and you can't handle it anymore. I have Oxy.
Yeah.
I've had this Oxy since I had my hysterectomy. So it's about a few years old.
Right. Yeah, my stepdad gave me that pill and I took it and I didn't get a wink of fucking sleep. And my head hurt the rest of the day. Like, it didn't even... Well, I mean, it's not that it didn't do anything, but it did bring the headache down to a manageable point where it wasn't, the worst in the world.
Yeah.
And that's one of the 5 helpful things that my stepdad ever did in the 20 years that he, that I knew him. I'm just messing. He probably did more than 5 things, but...
5 you can remember.
Yeah. I know, at one point we were signing me up for school, and he just thought, like, okay, you went to the school last year, I'll take you. And that way your mom can just have the day off. She won't have to come up here and, and me and him go up to the high school that I went to the previous year, and we're trying to sign me up for school, and they tell him we need his mother here. And my stepdad's like, what? Why? And they're like, well, we don't have any documentation that you're his father. And he was like, that's fine. I got the marriage certificate right here. And he pulled out him and mom's marriage certificate. And they look at it and they're like, that's not the documentation we need. And he's like, what? And they're just looking at him weird. My stepdad was black. So I'm guessing that's the reasoning behind it. So there you go. I experienced some racism.
Actually, especially nowadays, a lot of white people experience racism. Especially white cis straight men.
Well, racism of a white school people against a black dude. I mean, and I don't know, like, who is gonna kidnap a kid and then sign him up for school?
Because
that's how they were acting. Yeah, that's how they were acting. And it's like, what? He's gonna kidnap me and raise me as his own?
Well, in fairness, there has been kids about Angel's age, younger, that gets kidnapped from their parents, and the person that kidnapped them tries to raise them as their own and tries to pass it off as their own, but that's elementary to preschool to newborn level, not high school.
Yeah, it was 15? 16? 16. Should have been about 16. And the thing is, he was there the year before. It's not like they had never seen him before, but, I mean, a whole school year did go by, and a summer. So it's like, maybe. I don't know. As soon as mom walked in, they're like, oh, okay, you want to sign your son up for school? It's like, yes. But my mom was the one that raised holy hell about it. My stepdad just didn't. He was like, fine, let's go get your mom.
Last year, Tirza started middle school. That would have been fine. Even with COVID, it would have been fine. But oh my God, this middle school. Me and her father has been fighting this school tooth and nail to the point that her father steps foot on the school. They literally have the campus security guard and the resource officer in the office because they're terrified of him.
Oh, wow.
Her father is a security officer, so I doubt he's going to actually fight them. But
right.
When you are trying to force a girl who has an IEP, her first language is ASL, she sucks at English, and put words in her mouth, you're going to get fought. And
yeah.
And I don't, you know, Trippy, you know how I feel about kids with cell phones, and I'm sure Chat does too. So my daughter doesn't have a cell phone. Yeah. They called her father saying that they're going to suspend her for a text going around and bullying.
Okay. When she couldn't have sent it.
Exactly.
And if she did, it would have been from another student's phone, so even in that case, they couldn't prove it was from her. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, her and 4 other girls they were going to suspend. And her father went to the school and raised hell.
Mm-hmm.
She had a math teacher, no, a science teacher that was literally targeting her because he didn't want to do accommodations to her IEP.
Huh.
Needless to say, her father's been raising hell, and they think because I'm deaf, I don't know what's going on. No,
Okay.
I said don't contact me during the pandemic because masks are a thing, and you do not have sign language interpreters on hand.
Right. So you wouldn't be able to read lips, obviously. Because they're behind a fucking mask.
Yeah,
I don't believe in masks. They don't exist.
I
Except for
will.
Michael Myers' mask. That thing exists.
I'll only wear masks
And I want
when
one.
I'm sick, and I've been doing that long before the pandemic.
Yeah.
But you know
It's
that
kind of
one.
a China thing.
In Japan, it's an Asia thing. Thank you.
Yeah. Because they've been doing it for years upon years upon years upon years. And
It's
it's
a
like, hey,
germ
let's
thing.
check their scientific catalogs and see if these masks have done anything for them.
Yes and no. It
Uh-huh.
helps limit the spread. It doesn't help in the spread.
No one knows.
But that's also, they don't shake hands. Where here in America, you shake hands. Body touching is very, very limited. Even amongst couples, they don't hold hands.
Right.
It's the way they exchange money is on a tray, so no touching. Germs are ever really distributed other than breathing. And if the
So I can't go to Japan and sneeze on $1 and hand it to a dude?
That is so
Achoo.
fucking rude. Speaking
Oops.
of rude things that's in Asia that's not deemed rude here, tipping. Tipping is deemed extremely rude in Asia, where here, if we don't tip, it's considered rude.
It's the opposite.
Yeah. I find it funny because in Japan specifically, if you were to tip, it's to say that your boss is not paying you enough for a livable wage and is insulting to the shop owner.
Mm-hmm.
Where here in the States, it amuses me. It really amuses me on how things are like this is different.
Yeah, it's exact opposite.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of things that's the exact opposite, like how trains are. If trains are full, even in New York, they won't shove people into the train. They'll just pass.
Yeah. I know, I've seen footage of people being shoved into trains.
Yep. In Japan, in China, especially China, they have people that's literal job is to push the people in to shut the door.
Mm-hmm. I know, I've seen it.
I feel sorry for the people in the middle of that.
Just be crunching you in the door.
Just imagine being the person standing in the middle of that train. All sorts of squished.
Yeah.
In Japan, women are considered fat if they cannot hide their whole body behind a sheet of paper.
What?
Mm-hmm. It's the reason why extra small here in the States is considered a large in Japan.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're shorter, too.
Not short.
I said they're shorter.
Yeah, well, I am part Japanese. Remember that.
Well, then you're shorter, too.
I'm part Japanese, I'm part Mexican, I'm part Irish. Really? Love how the crap captions said I park a Japanese apartment Irish. What the fuck?
Apartment?
That's what? Oh, I hate crap captions. I hate them.
Yeah.
I can't believe that dude was advocating for this shit.
Of course he was. Dick's gonna dick.
My assumption is he was trying to hide the fact he doesn't want to caption his videos and he's too lazy to turn the captions off on TikTok. And he was hiding it under the mask of being the all-savior.
Right. That seems likely.
The funny thing is he could be in the all-savior mask if he would have went about it a different way. And instead of tacking TikTok for looking like they cared for making the creators edit their captions, going around saying that they're using the captions to target what people are actually saying.
Right.
People suck. The human race sucks.
I'm kinda sleepy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, it is 30 minutes after what we normally do. So, no,
Oh, really?
say yes to the dress. Maybe we'll do that next week. But then
Okay,
again,
if you want. I mean, it's up to you.
you want to do the article then?
Sure. Let's do it.
Okay. Warning you that the lovely, lovely little people in Utah, they're a certain religion that I'm not going to say because for some bizarre reason, Susan Wojcicki is very protective over the Utah religion people. We'll be happy at this article.
Okay.
Mormons! Ah. I love how Google changed Mormons to governments. Should
It
we
sure did.
should we be worried?
Maybe. I ain't afraid of no Mormons.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Exactly. I want to see that movie though when it comes out. That looks good.
I'm skeptical. I mean, the last one.
Well, you got the right to be skeptical. I mean, I think I am too.
Say
The last
yes.
one was the worst movie
Oh
ever
my God.
released. I'm sorry.
Yes, it has. Yes, it. Anyways,
At least on the list.
say
Say
yes,
yes
to the dress. Consultants find out they're helping a triple find a wedding gown in a new clip. This dude is marrying 2 women. That's a lot of drama. A lot of drama.
Yeah. Their periods are gonna sync up, and he's gonna feel screwed in a way that he's not hoping to get screwed.
Say Yes to the Dress will feature a triple for the first time. I have no idea how to say that. Kentfield Bridal
Yeah,
helps.
Kleinfield.
Helps Bridal. Kleinfield Bridal helps 2 members of the triple find their dream dress, their wedding gown in episode. Insider's exclusive clip of the consultants finding out they're working with a triple. Few don't care. Say Yes to the Dress will feature its first triple in the next episode of the series, which means it already aired. This past Saturday's episode follows the brides Carly and Cassandra. I'm not judging on the names. I'm slightly judging on the names.
A little bit, yeah.
I've only
don't
known
love it.
one girl that's named Cassandra that was a good girl, and she does not spell it with a K. She spells it with a C. Every Cassandra I've known that spelled it with a K they're toxic.
Lunatic?
Yes.
My ex's name was that without the K, just Sandra. Sandra.
Sandra D. Anyways.
Uh-huh. Actually, her dad liked that movie.
Wow.
He gave her a middle name that started with a D on purpose.
Oof. As they search for their wedding dress, they plan to celebrate their relationship with each other and their third partner, Pablo. Of course, his name's Pablo. In a ceremony next year, they say in the episode, ahead of the episode premiere, TLC provided Insider with an exclusive clip in which the Kleinfeld bridal consults meet the trio. As Insider Camila Lopez explains, the term throuple refers to a long-term romantic relationship that's between three people, and it's a form of polyamory. Well, duh.
Polyamory. It's also racist. I could figure out a way. Okay?
You have the rest of the stream to figure that out.
Because racism. There, I did it.
We obviously understand that this kind of dynamic is not for everyone, but we just hope that even if they don't understand, they at least can respect the relationship, Carly said in the clip. Oh, they have a clip. Trippy, they have a video.
Okay.
Too bad you can't hear the video, so I'm not going to play the video. I bet it doesn't have captions. Oh, it's on YouTube, so it has captions. Crap captions.
Great.
This is my husband, and this is my fiance, Cassandra tells her consultants, Chrissy and Cadence. So, more toxic women. Alright. The Kleinfeld staff members respond with, "Wow!" in unison. Cassandra adds that she didn't want to scare them with their non-traditional relationship, but Candace quickly reassured her. "No one's scared. We are ready," she said. "It's 2021. Anything could happen. It's current year."
Right. I got retweeted by a current year bot once because I said something like that. And I was like, how did they find me? I don't follow them.
You type current year.
Nah, I just typed it's 2021. That's why. And then I got retweeted.
There are bots that if you put certain words in, it automatically retweets.
Yeah. Like the poop bot. I follow the poop bot. It was free advertising for my show for a while.
So why did you go from Trippy Poo to Trippy Cass?
It's only the YouTube channel. Everywhere else it's still Trippy Poop. But just, something I guess a little easier for people to say. Because, I don't have a reason. Really.
Okay. Fair. The clip then shows Carly, Cassandra, and Pablo's parents explaining how they came to terms with their children's polyamory. Okay.
You have to come to terms with it? I don't know. This whole world's weird.
In the beginning, it's hard to wrap your head around, Cassandra's mother, Erica, said. Continue story. "I'm all there now, but it wasn't like that at the beginning," Carly's mom, Franny, said. Why, when I said Franny, I pictured Franny from that one show that, UA used to show it. It's the nanny. Her name is Franny. I
don't know.
It was a 90s sitcom.
Oh, Fran Drescher. Fran Drescher.
Yes.
It's like that's where Peter got his laugh from on Family Guy, I think.
It is. Seriously, second I said Franny, that's the voice that came to mind for this person.
Right.
Anyways, I took this kind of rough for a good few years, even until I saw it with my own eyes. I realized it's true love.
Okay. True love with two people.
Okay, I could get behind all that shit, but
At least it's only 2 people. I mean, it could be 30.
Damn Mormons.
I guess.
Oh, Google, you'll go with that Mormon, but you won't go with the other one, and you changed it to government. Fuck you, Google. So here's the couple.
The triple?
Yeah.
Is that what they've been calling them? Right?
My dresser is named Fran.
My dresser is named Fran.
Alright, Otika.
Well, good.
Alright, Otika. Moving on. That's the avenue and the path we've taken. We are supporting our children regardless, Erica said. It's all about love. I'm bored. You're bored? You're bored? Okay. Because you spelled bored
Work
like
sucks.
you're a word. Well, in fairness, yeah, I won't blame you.
You watching us at work. That's more than welcome.
Exactly.
Yes. More than welcome.
I'm hoping I'm more entertaining than the white wall in front of you. Probably not.
Yeah.
Maybe if I do a little dance. Maybe if my camera angle was like the Twitch thoughts.
Oh, yeah. That's how they all do.
Right?
There's a chair company that got in trouble for making a meme out of that.
Really?
A gaming chair company. They posted,
Oh.
it was a picture of a guy playing a video game,
Mm-hmm.
and it said males on Twitch playing a video game versus females. And the female one, like, her camera was taking up like 70 or 80% of the screen. And the game itself was down in a little box in the corner. And the guy's screen, he was taking up like 78, or no, his game was taking up 70 or 80% of the screen.
You know,
And he was down in the corner. You know?
Ghost Dog, you have a really good point, and that does raise many questions. I find it okay. I would, if they have kids, how would they do it? How would the raising situation... That reminds me of that, one woman with, like, the 3 or 4 guys that Sinatra and a few other guys was, responding to.
Yeah.
Where she was pregnant, and it was that one guy's kid, and the other 3 had to help raise the kid, and it just...
I remember that one, yeah. I think
I'm-
AP even played that.
I'm wondering if this is going to go down that same path.
Well, yeah, it turned out that one of the dudes that chick was with was a child molester.
Yeah. And it...
Yeah. Did you see that new news about Chris Chan?
Yeah, I saw that.
Where that chick, turns out there was a chick that was trying to get him to do that shit to his mom for like a couple of years.
I did not hear about that part. I did not even listen to the audio. But, oh my god, and you.
Yeah, but apparently the girl who filmed it, and she says that she was going to, originally she was going to film it and then use the footage to blackmail Chris Chan into killing himself. I don't know what's up with that, but okay.
Wow, how are all these stories keep getting darker?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I forget we're on Twitch.
No, it's fine.
I don't like that darky shit.
Nah.
Nope, that sounded racist.
It's fine. I don't care. I mean, you're talking to somebody that literally left a stream you were on because the looking at the dogs reminded me of reading a comic which was called Stray Dogs. Which,
Ow.
oh, I
Little
love
puppers.
the comic. I really do, but it's fucking twisted.
Damn.
Okay, what the comic is about is this dude. He kills women who have dogs. He takes the dogs as the trophies for the killing, and collects them. Once he has too many dogs, he starts killing the older ones off so he can make room for new dogs.
Okay.
He keeps the dogs that are alive away from certain areas so they don't remember their original owner, and they don't find out about the other dead dogs, which are stuffed in a room.
Okay.
This one dog, which starts the whole comic that he remembers his owner, remembers everything. She's frantically trying to find answers, which causes the other dogs to remember stuff, which causes all of the dogs to panic and want to leave, which causes the older dog to cause a crash in front of the house, to cause the cops to come to the house and find everything. And the dude that was doing all the killing dies because one of the dogs bit his neck.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yeah. Like I said,
Damn.
twisted. It was twisted. But.
Yeah.
Okay,
Different kind of
that's
story.
a very sick and twisted humanity-like person, Trippy.
What?
Your story, which led to my story.
Oh. Yeah, ghost dog. I see. But yeah, I just heard about that before I got on this show.
Yeah.
I was on Twitter, and I saw Bo Blacks posted it.
I don't remember. Oh, Omegon did a video on it. I watched it.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that in order for me to watch YouTube videos, I have to wait a day, at least.
It sucks.
Yeah. Auto captions suck.
Like I said, I do captions, but my streams sometimes go to like 4 and 5 hours. And it's like, man, some shit that gets said, I don't even know what the fuck people are saying.
Yeah. I will not watch anything that's above 30 minutes long unless I really am invested, to be honest. There are certain things I'll go to the hour to hour and a half, but usually I will not watch live streams for the most part. Unless I want to play around in the chat, which I do a lot with you.
Right.
I love taking over your chat.
Yeah. Hey, you got the full reign anytime you want to.
It amuses me when people don't realize that you know me and I'm just going through your chat and taking over.
Yeah.
It amuses me.
I kind of do that to some people too. Like I get a lot of hellos in certain chats.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be sitting there and I'm like trying to play GTA and somebody's like, "Hi, Trippy." I'll go in chat and I'll add them and I'll say hi. And then 4 or 5 other people do it and it's all sparse.
Mm-hmm.
Real separate from each other. It's like, oh, come on. I don't want to keep having to turn my fucking whole body over to the other computer to be like, hi. But I do it anyway. Because I like the people.
The peoples.
The people. The people.
Oh, back to the conversation, back to the start, which led to the whole lovely courts thing. There's another stupid thing that Biden said. When it says, we the people in the Constitution, it doesn't mean you the people, it means we the people here in the government.
No.
Them fighting words.
I thought it just meant everybody.
It does. It means
Government,
all of us.
Yeah, the government, the public.
We the people
counted
means
as
the
one.
U.S. citizens.
Yeah, because we're all people.
Unless you're in the military, you're property.
Notice how that shit doesn't say we the white people or anything similar.
Or we the
As
government.
well. Exactly. We, the government, are stupid. All we want is money and deals from other countries. Like, my mom asked me, she was like, how in the hell does China own land in Michigan? I'm like, I don't understand it either. But they do. That doesn't sound like something we should let happen. And I'm not just saying because it's China. It'd be any country. No other country should be buying land in the U.S.
Did you know that Canada is paying the police force, I don't remember which state right now, to protect Line 13?
Nope. What, they're paying American police to do it?
Canada is paying our police force to do something.
That don't sound quite right either. I mean, I know we share a border and all, but shouldn't they just use their own damn cops?
Yeah, but Line 13 is in the States. I don't remember where. Give me a second. Quick Google search to tell me that.
Dude.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Right. That reminds me, I gotta watch.
North Dakota. So yeah, it's close to the
North
border,
Dakota?
but it's not. It's more into the state itself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta watch that movie Black Christmas at some point. The original. It sounds
Yeah.
like a weird ass movie.
It does.
It's a horror movie. I don't know if you know it,
I love horror movies.
but it's from the 70s, I think.
hmm There's a horror movie that I'm trying to get my hands on, but it's like almost impossible. It is purely in ASL, and I love it because, well, it's also a pun. It's called Defila. It's
Oh, wow.
It is
Sounds
almost
different.
impossible to find. It's basically a deaf Dracula,
Oh, okay. Interesting.
but it's impossible to find. I can't find it anywhere, but I can find excerpts talking about it. I want to
Weird.
watch it.
Yeah. There's a few different ones because I've been watching this dude, Dr. Wolfula.
Hey, High Grader Ajax, Black Christmas. Is that a Tyler Perry movie?
No, but the funny thing is, that guy that I was watching talk about it, Dr. Wolfula made that joke. He was like, I'm so glad this movie took the title Black Christmas, or else we'd see a Tyler Perry movie with that title.
We would. Tyler Perry did a lot of things, and Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
I still
Well,
say Adam Sandler's Click would have been better if it was Jim Carrey.
Probably.
And I'll fight anybody on that one any day. Come at me.
Click isn't the worst movie ever, though. I
No.
mean,
It's a
I
good.
got Adam Sandler's first movie. I think it's his first movie. It's called Going Overboard.
I know which one.
It's a bad movie. That's a bad movie. I watched it when he was still supposed to be funny.
You know what's a good movie when you're high?
How high? I don't know.
It's Grandma's Boy. Grandma's Boy.
Oh, absolutely. I love that
Good
movie.
movie, especially when you're high.
I think I was born high, so that's why I don't need to smoke weed. You know, because it's just always there.
Here's another good movie, more so with high, and I got news on that one. Clerks.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever watched the first Clerks all the way through.
How about the second one?
Yeah,
There's going to be a third one.
I know. I'm not very happy with Kevin Smith.
Why?
The whole He-Man thing.
Oh.
Not only that, but, I mean, I didn't really care too much for Jay and Silent Bob, the reboot.
Mm.
It didn't catch my fancy all that well. I mean, it wasn't a horrible movie, but at the same time, it was like...
It was like a hit or miss.
It lacked. Yeah. At least it wasn't as bad as Dumb and Dumber 2. Because all that was a retread of the same shit.
Right?
It's like, let's tell the same jokes. You know what else does that? And a lot of people don't even know this exists. Joe Dirt 2.
Mm.
There's a Joe Dirt 2.
Yeah.
I remember I was talking to some people on Xbox, and they were, well, how did it come up? I can't remember how it came up, but it was before Joe Dirt 2 came out, and I heard that it was just releasing on Crackle,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, you guys, what's Crackle? And my buddy's like, I think that's a free streaming thing, dude, and it's got commercials. And I was like, oh, well, that's where Joe Dirt 2 is coming out. And he was like, there's going to be a fucking Joe Dirt 2. And I'm like, yeah. What's wrong with Joe Dirt? And he's like, fucking Joe Dirt, dude, really? And he just kept saying it like that. And I'm like, well, I'm going to watch it. I was excited for it. I'm like, this might be good.
Yeah, Ghost Dog, I agree with you 110%. He-Man hurt, and his reaction to the people who hated it peed me off.
Yeah, because he was lying.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked a bunch of shit about Clownfish TV.
Mm-hmm.
I've been subbed to those people for years.
Yeah.
Like, I think Clownfish was at something like 20,000 subscribers or something when I first started watching them.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to your life that much. I don't know the whole trippy history.
Well, no, of course not. I don't really know it either. But,
I'm not as invested into your life as AP is in Scooby's.
yeah, sure. But no, okay. I don't know. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Fucking, I don't know. Kevin Smith sucks.
I don't know if I like this filter.
I don't know.
I'm an anime character.
I'd fart on Kevin Smith, though.
Who wouldn't?
Did you know Jason Mewes is a Twitch guy now? Like, Jason Mewes plays video games on his Twitch.
Doesn't surprise me, to be honest. Really, it doesn't.
I was watching him stream one day, and he was playing in a Grand Theft Auto roleplay session. And,
Interesting.
yeah, he was riding around with this one dude who, I guess, roleplays as a cop. And he goes, hey, Jason, we got a surprise for you. And you'll see it in a minute. And they're just driving through Grand Theft Auto, and there's a giant billboard
Mm-hmm.
that said Jay and Silent Bob, the reboot, on the board, and it had him and Jay and Silent Bob on it. And Jason Mewes was like, "Oh shit, dude, how'd you guys do that? That's the shit." He goes, "That's me up there. I look so thin, you know." He goes, "Thin and old. I look so old." And it's like, well, drugs will do that to you, buddy. Because, Jason Mewes, or Jay from Jay and Silent Bob,
Mm-hmm.
he's big into a lot of drugs.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
he used to be. I think he said he's mostly sober now.
I don't know. I haven't paid attention to half the shit that both him and Silent Bob has done.
Alright. But yeah, Kevin Smith just being a little douchebag about everything. That's something that should hit his career really hard, but it probably won't. Or at least it won't look like it did.
Much like Activision Blizzard and their long list of lawsuits now.
Right.
You know they're going to come out of this as if nothing happened and move on like nothing happened.
Yeah. Unless they get shut down completely, which doesn't sound like it's going to happen anytime soon.
No. Wishful thinking, though. Would be nice.
But yeah. I'm getting sleepy still.
I was thinking about actually calling it a stream in 4 minutes because it'd be top of the hour.
That'll work.
And we streamed for 2 hours, and usually the stream's supposed to be an hour.
It'll be 1 a.m. for me. 1 in the morning.
It will be 11 for me.
Yeah, y'all with your better time zone than mine.
Well, get out of Michigan.
Well, I don't want to. I mean, I
Eh.
guess I kind of do at this point. I don't know.
You don't know what you want. Then that's
Oh, they're trying to
okay.
mandate masks everywhere again around here and shit.
That's stupid.
It's like, oh, God. Our governor got her powers taken away again,
Really?
which is quite hilarious to me.
Interesting.
Yeah, but
Intriguing.
normies don't know what happened. So when
course
she goes
not.
on TV and she's like, I, as the governor of Michigan, am declaring this, it's like, well, most people are going to believe it.
Mhm.
They're going to be like, oh, I got to listen to her. She's the governor. It's like, well, yeah, she's the governor, but no power.
Mhm.
Her emergency powers taken away again.
The only thing in Michigan that I actually want to go and I actually want to go see was 3 things. I want to go to Hockey Town. I want
That's
to
Detroit.
I want to see the Red Wings play.
That's
I want a
probably also
Fago.
true.
Yes, it's all Detroit. And I want
What was it?
Faygo.
Oh. Well. Oh, shit. It just reminded me of my friend from Canada sent me a picture. He found Faygo.
I want Faygo. I am getting desperate at this point.
But yeah, he sent me a picture of it, and then somebody else sent me a message telling me that their state, like they, for the first time they ever or whatever, they finally found a Faygo. I'm like, that's interesting. Thanks for letting me know.
I'm
Yes.
betting Faygo is not in my state still. I bet money is on it.
Well, I know my sister, you know, she lives in Arizona, and she was there all the way until like 4 years ago before she ever saw Faygo on a shelf anywhere.
My adopted family lives in Arizona, and haven't seen Faygo. One of my adopted twin brother, his boss goes to Michigan every once in a while, and he'll bring home cases because people want Faygo.
Yeah, you can sell it probably out there.
Probably.
But my sister found it at a gas station. So, like, I don't know if she ever found it again. What was it? I think it was a Red Pop.
Trippy, I think I owe you $10.
For why?
Apparently, Faygo sold here.
Oh, shit.
Actually, according to this, there's a place that sells Faygo not that far from me.
Oh, good. Check it out. Might be able to find a couple of flavors. That's the thing. I've noticed that people from other states, they don't get all the flavors.
Yeah.
Or
As
if
long
they do,
as I
they sell
have
out.
rock and rye, I'm good. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Might
I
as
think that's
well
my
go
sister's
to
favorite, too.
the Ford Museum in Dearborn if you're going to Detroit. Okay. I will add that to my list.
There you go. But yeah, when I used to drink it, I mean, I kind of drink a Faygo once in a blue moon, but it's not blue moon. It's always diet, of course. And their diet kind of, ugh. But yeah, I used to always drink orange. Orange Faygo.
Trippy, I think Otika has lost his last marble, so.
What happened?
Look at chat. I
Make me
can't
look-
repeat the shit. My brain cannot processes it.
According to Ducks, geese go moo.
Screw Ford and Chevy and Dodge. You drive a Dodge.
Dodge is alright. I like my Dodges. Dodge.
Don't you dare say Toyota or I'm timing out you out.
Oh, fuck.
It's not a car museum.
Doge.
I'm bored. There's nothing going on at work. Well, you get off in an hour, so shut up. Well, speaking of, it is top of the hour, Trippy.
Alright.
So you want to do the outro, or do you want me to?
I don't know what the outro is.
It's whatever you want it to be, you weirdo.
You gotta go home, but you can't stay here. Get the fuck out.
This
No,
is.
that's not a good outro.
Oh, okay.
Later, bye-bye.
That a good one? Are we good?
No.
Okay. I'll wait.
I'm trying not to blow on my microphone because I'm about to take insulin. I almost forgot to take my shot. It's only a 10 unit. That's if you heard it. Well, if anybody out there heard it clicking, you know what I mean. Like if you heard tick 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 tick, it's because I put my headset too close. Tick 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 tick. It's not a wrench. It's just an insulin pen.
Otika. PG!
Tick 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 tick.
I've already
did-
gotten off 5 times, lol.
But I said tick 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 tick. It doesn't pick it up.
Yeah, I was making noises before our stream and it wasn't picking up any of it, and like I sad because I was going beep 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 ba ba ba, and it wasn't picking up shit. Now it's picking up it, but
Yeah, it did it for me too. I don't know. Maybe it was before. I don't know. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. I can't think of nothing.
Fine. In the words
Bye, everybody.
of Ranting Monkey, your life makes me sad.
Your life makes me sad. And you guys make us happy.
See you next week. Bye, chat.
Bye, Chad.